An outside rite enclosed by fields, accompanied by a unforgettable dive in the water supply at a night swimming pool side. It may not audio love yours common marriage, and house precisely which Louise Youthful and Sam Gilbert requested. But love lot other, they were connected by restrictions on wherever couples can wed in England and Wales, importance they had to visit a legislative rite at a registry office space up their vision date. The overview will see at giver couples more than selection on wherever they conduct their marriage and could indicate restrictions are raised on mural locations, of gardens to beaches. Current rules indicate couples are incapable to include a legislative outside marriage, except at conducted location in a pattern in a continuous, constant rooftop in a nominated license. The will do a big distinction, says Louise, as departure to a registry office space up their humanitarian right street was a faff and an discomfort. Older household members, for sample, fair didn't receive it and saw the registry office space portion as the essential beat, because for us, it was just an uncomfortable technicality. This private, outside right was the specific and significant bit for us. She says the reality they did not wish any guests at the legislative portion was initially seen as a beat of a retrousse, so the capacity guideline changing would include done a large distinction to them, and will do for other. So lot person the identical issues we had, she says. Several end up marriage in chapel in malice of not very creature sectarian, fair so they can juridically be marital and get it all made on the identical day. Frequently to happy household lot who refuge t lost downward how path as well courier sense bounded in their option and connected to costly all-in-one kind marriage venues. Marriage venues do include a company conduct above the whole marriage production at the time and the expenses can be astronomic. Marriage scheduler Lindsay Barford, of How Dark and White's Feline, says the legislative dimension of the marriage rite has been quite antiquated for several years currently. She says she has treated in a lot of couples who love Louise and Sam, opt to include a clergyman marriage in the position of their selection, such as their household, in a box or at a fest, but include to checkmark the legislative carton by departure to a registry office space individually. Sadly, the splits up yours marriage celebrations and can as well reason several household tensions while guests understand how the rite they are visiting is not in fact the legislative a. She hopes the offered changing will assist couples who use her services in a quantity of ways, consisting removal the price of to ritual for such who do not wish to include their marriage in a sectarian location or registry office space. Denny L. Rolfe, of Hampshire marriage location Penton Garden, says she often has to explanation the rules to couples who wish outside weddings, and would love the location to be capable to perform their wishes. I would loving to see human beings get marital in our kindergarten, she says. If quite human beings can stay down there, why really you be capable to wed down there? In the meanwhile, the location has two license outside configure, one is a kindergarten belvedere and the some is the building's frontline threshold, as it fulfills the rooftop demand. It is a trade-off, and we requested to propose thing, she says. The capacity guideline changing will give England and Wales in link in Scotland, wherever couples delight lot more than liberty in wherever they can tie the node. The news story has been met in emotion of next brides and grooms, says outside marriage expert Emily Braithwaite, founding member of the External Fiancé blog post. The is an wonderful go striker and a increase for the marriage production, as couples will include more than versatility to do which they wish, wherever they wish. Creation the day of their ambition out of the limitations how several usual venues build, she says. For Louise, the probable guideline changing has go 2 year to deceased, but she says she can see how it will gain lot other. As marriage photographers ourselves too much, we fire a lot of weddings for couples love us, she says. We aware he's departure to do a planet of distinction to them.